What's up? What's up? What's up, YouTube? Hello, hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me for another Archieluxury live stream. However, today's a special show because unfortunately, AC3, the man himself, the Pontiff, the Don, as he likes to be called, is not with us today. So I'm going to be hosting the live stream tonight. And yeah, look forward to a great show. Got a couple topics lined up that I'd love to talk about. And man, thank you so much for joining me. First and foremost, let's start with a quick wristwatch check. What are we wearing? Rolex, a Rolex Submariner, guys. That's right. Steel Sports. No need for flexing. No need for showing off. No need for, anything. Just simple, no date, wind and wear. Steel Sports, guys. Steel Sports. That's what it's all about. That is what it's all about. Hello to everybody. Thank you all for joining me. I'm just going to post the link in the chat. Anybody who wants to join me. That's right, guys. Quick wristwatch check again. Rolex. You got to wear the Rolex. Guys, today I want to start off the show by talking about this absolute disaster. It's a disaster. The Chewna Black Bay ceramic release. Now, I'm being a bit hyperbolic. I don't actually think it is a disaster. It's actually a pretty nice watch, pretty decent looking watch. And yeah, I must admit, I have some mixed feelings about this watch, and I'll explain why in a second. I just want to say this is an amazing comment because I'm having a little bit of what do you call it when you're a little bit scared because of what happened in the past. Oh, we got Leo C joining us. Hello, Leo. How are you? Okay, no worries. Yeah, the last live stream I conducted was the head shave live stream, which was not a fun time, but hey, it is what it is. Hello, Leo.
Hey, Marco. How are you doing?
All is well, man. How are you?
Good. I caught up with Archie's live stream this morning. I hear you're going to talk about some independence.
Yeah, well, that is the plan. I want to get to it eventually. First, I just want to start off with the Black Bay ceramic, obviously, because it is the news today. And, I was looking at this release, and I think it is quite shrewd from Tudor, right? Because what you see Rolex doing is Rolex going up market, right? So they're trying to compete at the higher, really ultra luxury level with these kind of other watches that are, much more beautifully finished than them, but that I think, Rolex can compete with because ultimately the overall package they offer is quite good. And so Tudor, that leaves a void, right? That leaves a void in that kind of, I guess you can call it accessible luxury or entry-level luxury. And who's going to come pick up that market share, right? It's Chewna, because obviously Omega is the biggest player in that space, right? So if you can't get Rolex, who's the natural next one? It's Omega or Tudor, and Tudor just wants to eat up Omega's market share. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. I'm just worried about them. Maybe you said it last stream. The cash cow, the Black Bay 58, just milking it for all they've got, and that worries me.
I totally agree, right? So I brought up the BCG matrix, which is, for those of you who don't know, the Boston Consulting Group matrix. And the idea is they have a cash cow in the Black Bay, but the problem is they're only coming out with new Black Bays, which, yes, are, quite nice. They came out with the Black Bay Chrono and what have you, but it doesn't really make sense because is the Black Bay a dive watch? What is it? I mean, there's no Submariner chronograph, right? The idea is you want to kind of segregate the different lines of Tudor, and calling everything a Black Bay, I think, is a good short-term plan, but in the long run, it does dilute the kind of importance of that line and the overall kind of image of that line. So those are just my 2 cents on the release, but I do think it is quite nice. We got Rolex. Hey, Rolex.
What's going on? Is my volume garbage? Should I get them?
You're all good.
Okay.
You're all good. Yeah. Sure. Rolex, what'd you think about these releases, man?
I mean, they're pretty bad. We're all expecting a Coke. When are they going to come out with a Coke? It would make so many people happy.
I don't think it's just a Coke. I think Black Bay 58 GMT in general is probably just a very good idea. I must admit, this is kind of a disaster.
Is it an open back?
Yes, it is. We got Duco Ted joining us. Hello, Duco Ted. How are you?
Buddy.
Duco Ted, let me ask you, what do you think about these releases over here? The Chewna Black Bay 41 in full ceramic.
I mean, I could appreciate a new watch just like anybody can, but would I spend my money on a ceramic? I don't know what I would wear. What outfit would I wear this watch with?
These are very hip and happening watches, right?
I mean, I just, I'm older. I'm mid-40s, and when I wear my watches, it's usually because I'm going to work and I'm dressed up. I guess I just wouldn't spend that kind of money on a black watch.
Right.
And the ceramic is kind of gimmicky, I think. I don't know. That's just me.
Right. Now, Duco Ted, I don't mean to interrupt you. Just your earphones, I don't know what it is, but we're getting a little bit of feedback. I think it might be because if you go on the cam mic system, maybe just play the audio from your, like the speakers, right? The speakers through your earphones, it'll probably work better. I don't know if that makes sense. So you want to just send
better?
No, we still get a little bit of feedback. It's not a big deal. But yeah.
Okay.
There we go. That's it. No worries. That's great. Rolex.
Yeah, it's good. I just threw in the microphone now so I can be professional.
Yeah, I'm in my shop. Actually, I'm put a wireless bridge out here. This is the first time I've ever tried to do a stream with a bridge, so see how it works.
But yeah, the whole point I think of these releases really is the idea of Tudor trying to go more up market, right? Rolex is trying to go more up market themselves. They want to compete kind of more at the higher level luxury space. They want to be considered a higher level luxury brand. And so there leaves kind of a void in that accessible luxury, that kind of middle tier luxury. And I think Tudor is trying to fill up the spot where Omega used to be, right? This is in direct competition with Omega's own ceramic Seamaster. So,
yes. Well, the real question here is, if you're going to spend money and you're between a Tudor, Black Bay, and let's say a Seamaster or a Planet Ocean, what direction are you going in? I'm going Seamaster or Planet Ocean personally.
I agree. I wouldn't go Planet Ocean just because of this. It's just a big watch. But I had the newest Seamaster with the blue dial 300M, and I actually regret selling it. I'm thinking about buying the black and white Seamaster just to have it back.
Yeah, those bracelets, I mean, I think they're ugly, but they're very well made. Very sturdy bracelets.
Yeah, I like the adjustable clasp.
Yeah.
That's real nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I'm not the biggest fan of Tudor, but the only thing is Omega is not much better. The problem is mainly a lot of the times the case thickness for me is a bit prohibitive. I don't love the bezel of the Seamaster either. It's not great. Yeah, those are just a couple of things, but we got a super chat. Watches 24, $5. Thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate that. Marco, let's have a drink. I do have some sparkling water. I don't have any kind of alcoholic drinks, but if you want, I can go get some. Just let me know down in the chat. I will be sure to take a look at the comments. But thank you so much again.
Somebody mentioned like a Black Bay 58 GMT. To me, that seems like the most inevitable direction to go in next. I mean, that would just be perfect.
Right. So that's the idea, right? To me, I thought it doesn't really make any sense for them to come out with this release because all you're doing is just further diluting the Black Bay line with more models. You know what I mean? The Black Bay is kind of the Seamaster, except the Seamaster is a chronograph, and the Black Bay, you kind of get all range of watches. So it doesn't really make sense. I think they really should have focused on some kind of Black Bay GMT. Would have been a much better release, just my opinion. We got another super chat. Danger Will Robinson, $5. Hello, Danger. Thank you so much. The Chip and Shatter Black Bay edition. It's a disaster. That's right, guys. It is a semi-disaster. I think it's not what we expected, and yeah, that is unfortunate. All right.
You know what's weird is that Joma Shop now has the Tudor Black Bay Chrono, the new one. It's already found its way onto Joma Shop, which tells you that Tudor pumps out watches, man. They just pump out watches.
And the problem is also it's that chronograph is a bit big, 42 mils. I don't know, that's a bit big for me. So it's a bit size prohibitive. I mean, Oshin has a huge wrist, the Timeless Watch channel. I don't know if you guys look at him, and it looks great on his wrist. And he has he has a big wrist. He has a man-sized wrist. You know what I mean? And yeah, I mean, if it looks good on his wrist, forget it. It's never going to look good on mine. So,
how big is his wrist?
Well, I think it's like over 7 and probably some. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure.
That would fit me. You know what's funny is Joma Shop actually is selling pre-owned watches now. They have a Tudor Chrono that's used for $8,500, and they have the same watch brand new for $6,300.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But you know what else is interesting is we were comparing, what's it called, Tim, on your live stream just a few minutes ago, the Omega ceramic Seamaster with the Tudor, and it's double the price of the Tudor, right? So that just goes to show you that's like kind of a punch in the gut, and on top of it, it's MEDA certified. So the idea is purely and simply to tell like Omega, listen, you guys got to step aside. It's not going to work out for you. We got Edwin SG, $4. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate the super chat.
I got a question. Oh, go on. Go on, Marco.
No, go ahead.
In terms of movements for comparing the Omega coaxial movements and then the movements inside of these Tudor Black Bays, is it even comparable? The two? Are they even on the same par, or?
They're both excellent. I mean, they're both super rugged, durable movements. I think the warranty on the Tudor is 5 years. Yeah, they're both in-house. Warranty on the Tudor is 5 years. I don't know what Omega is. I think it's about the same, right? 3 to 5 years, somewhere in that range.
Yeah, I thought the coaxial movement meant that like you can extend service time and you got like a longer warranty or something like that.
No, but Omega purposely compromised that technology by putting unnecessary like lubricants and parts.
Yeah, we'll get into that in a second.
Yeah, they're actually Omega is also 5 years. They're both 5 years.
Right. Toyota, we got another super chat. Toyota Mo, $5. Thank you so much. What's worse, the new Chewna or talking politics with the good?
Oh, spicy, man.
Guys, I gotta be totally honest with you. That was hilarious. But also, I think the power reserve on the Seamaster is only about 48, 50 hours versus the Tudor, which is 70 hours. So that's a big difference. And Tim, you just touched on that point, but technically speaking, right, the whole point and premise behind the coaxial escapement, which was originally invented by George Daniels, which we can get into the independents in a second, because it is the topic of the show, and I did want to talk a little bit about them. The whole point was it didn't require lubrication, or it required very little lubrication. And what Omega did is they basically oiled up the movement with the idea of planned obsolescence. So they know that there's going to be a service interval required within a specific time period of, kind of your 5 to 10 years. So, yeah. But I'm just going to get a little bit of alcohol because somebody did super chat to get me a drink. So I'll be right back.
Can I show something?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sure. I'll do that right before I leave.
What the hell is this?
Ugly
the lapis lazuli. Is that the lapis style?
Is that $48,000?
Yes. I just saw this. This is the first time I'm seeing this Seamaster.
Is it made out of platinum?
Who knows? Because they released. Oh my god!
Is that are those 44 mil?
42. No, 41. This is a platinum on leather.
Yeah.
This is bright. I didn't even see the news for this one. Completely under the radar kind of release.
I mean, it's a pretty watch,
right? So what the hell is this? $66,000 platinum on
pure platinum. Yeah.
What the hell? When did
what? Who would buy a precious metal Omega?
Platinum Omega.
No, but like a precious metal, anything. Like who would buy like a 24 karat gold Speedmaster or like anything like this?
This is
I've never seen anybody with a precious metal Omega.
So like right here.
I
Look
kind
at
of
this.
like the new gold Omega Speedmaster.
This
The
is
red bezel?
titanium on
The red bezel one?
titanium.
No, it's the let me find it.
Oh, the white one, the white gold one.
No, it's like a chocolate dial, I think.
Ah,
And look at the green one, guys. Look at the green. Let me bring up this.
like you have to
green.
be a diehard Omega fan to buy something like this.
I mean, this is just insane. Platinum on leather. Like, did Omega stumble on some reserve of platinum? Holy! Wow! This is some kind of a stone. It's got to be. This is
Mr.
not.
Perpetual hit it right on the head. Someone with deep pockets buys these watches. Nice, nice,
A little
Marco.
rum and coke
And
action.
platinum-
My God.
Yeah.
Mr.
Platinum
2,
is
what do you think? What do
only-
you think, Mr. 2? Is this Mr. 2 edition? Did they know that Mr. 2 likes green watches? And the Omega's like, hey, let's release something for the guy.
Platinum is only $1,075 an ounce.
Oh.
So it can't be more than 2 ounces. It can't even be that much. So you're spending, let's say, $2,000 in platinum, and the rest in name and movement.
Wow, so this is like some kind of a scam that they're trying to pull on people.
It's
Sure,
the
it's
government, Tim. It's the government.
It's not regulated. It's not like there's a rule that the government says if you put this much platinum, then you have to sell it at this level, right? Jeez.
Yeah, I gotta tell you guys, I would stick away from these Omegas. I mean, $40,000.
But did you even hear about this release?
Nope.
This is completely quiet. Completely. I think they didn't want to embarrass themselves, so they
did
just
one-
dropped these on the website.
They did one, Tim, with a lapis lazuli dial. It's in gold. Yeah, that one right there.
Oh,
The yellow gold one.
see, Marco, this perfectly summarizes your point. Remember when you said like a Black Bay, it's just gonna turn into the Tudor. You can just call. You don't have to call Tudors Black Bays. Just call the whole brand of Black Bay.
Right.
Look how
That's
many
the main
variants
issue.
they have of this one watch.
But it's all a diver, right? It's all a diver, Tim. That's the
Yeah.
point. The Black Bay
This is
has the Black
insane.
Bay Chrono, the Black Bay GMT. It just doesn't make sense. A Rolex sub is a Submariner. It's a dive
Yeah.
watch. There's no Submariner GMT. There's no Submariner Chrono. It sticks to its own. You know what I mean? That's
You
the
know-
Talking
idea.
about the Seamaster line, how they just muddled the name for some reason.
When I opened the Submariner line, I thought, "Ooh, they have eight versions of Submariner. That's a lot." And now I look at this spreadsheet, and I go, "God damn, what are they thinking?"
Yeah, I would love to hear their reasoning for this. Like, I would love an Omega rep to just say the reason why they put Seamaster on everything. Is it their version
but-
of Oyster Perpetual?
How many do they sell? I mean, if they're
Ah,
selling that many, then I guess it makes sense. If all you care about is profit and pumping out watches, right?
Yeah.
Just
I mean,
pump and dump.
they have to spruik these on the secondhand market for sure.
Yeah, 100%. I
For
mean,
sure. These
what's
are-
his name? Nothing Asian bought one for like 45% off from
Yeah,
one of his ADs. He's a VVIP.
you
That's
have
what
to.
they do. Right.
They move them out the back door. Yeah.
You know what they also do, Rolex? Roman Sharf mentioned this, is they'll actually melt the gold in those watches.
Oh
The
my
scrap
god.
value is worth more, which is
No
kind
way,
of
really?
fucked up. Yeah,
Yeah.
the scrap value of the metal is worth more to them. You know what I mean? Because they could repurpose it as jewelry. And
That's
then
insane.
Dude,
The
and you know what
margins are
else?
better.
You know what else? They can
Wow.
post
That's what I'm thinking.
losses. They can say, "Look, guys, we made these watches, but we couldn't sell them, so these are losses." And then they use the carry over loophole, and then it's like,
Dude, that's not how it works. I don't think that's how it works.
That's
Tim.
not
That
how
is
it works. My
not at
wife's
all
a
how-
CPA. That is not how it works.
Now, Tim, let me
I'm
ask
just-
you:
yeah, I know. I'm just joking, guys.
would you get a $30,000 Omega or $150,000 Carry Buddha line? Guys, look at this. Oh my
Ooh.
goodness! This is the watch where dreams are made of. Salmon Dial, Ruthenia movement.
What dream? What
No, no,
dream
no.
is this?
Guys, this is pure
150,000.
artistry. This is pure artistry. Look at this. Oh my goodness! Isn't this nuts?
Wait, who bought this?
Well, somebody bought it from Carrie, I imagine, directly,
Wow.
and now they're reselling it.
How much are they selling it for? For 47,000 or 247?
147,000 Canadian.
That
Platinum.
looks like my grandmother's watch.
No, like this is seriously something that a grandpa would wear.
Yeah,
No.
it's just
Oh, you guys
What did
are
this
breaking
watch
my
This is a
heart.
retail
grandpa
at?
watch, dude.
I don't know. I think it's like what 80,000 somewhere around there, probably a little bit more US. I'm talking.
how many did they make? Is this like a
Oh, he makes very very limited. This is like FP Journe, but a much more small like operation. I think he makes 48 to 52 watches a year in total.
Can you do a close up on that dial? Because
Sure,
from this angle, it doesn't look that. Ooh.
So this is all done with a rose engine lathe. So it's like a 200-year-old machine that cuts out. It's like a white gold. I think it's a white gold dial, similar to Breguet, and it just cuts out this pattern, and then they lacquer it multiple times, and it creates this stunning effect. Isn't this insane?
Damn.
Come
so
on,
that's
guys.
white gold
Mesmerized.
that they've like stained to
No,
look
so
like
it's white gold. So it's white gold that they essentially they carve, right? So they carve that dial out using a 200-year-old machine, and then they lacquer. So it's like I mean, it's not really paint, but I guess you could call it like they paint over the dial. And
I'm sorry. I just want to call out Aunt G right now saying, imagine wearing this up in the club. No one would care at all. But you're walking around in a $150,000 watch. That's so funny.
Whatever. No love
Thomas
for the
G said, "Is this grand mean?"
Up in the club with this. Just
This
balling
ain't
out.
in the club. You know, imagine rappers making a song about that watch.
Well, rappers are rapping now about like Patek Philippe and Audemars Piguet, which was,
I can't wait for the
pretty high
Gary
horology at
Vu
one
the
point.
line and rap.
Dude, I think there's a photo somewhere of Travis Scott wearing a World Time, and Kyle Kuzma was wearing Archie's World Time as well too, like the 36 mil.
Oof.
So
No, I'm pretty sure he has the 5230 also.
Oh, is he just like a big guy? Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the 5230G, which is the world time. Because I think I've seen on one of the GQ 10 Essentials, he said like watches, and that was the watch he had.
Yeah, that's probably I just saw a photo of him wearing it, and I was like, oh, that's a 36. But I totally forgot he's like 6'6".
Right.
So
the guy's
probably
massive.
tiny in him. Yeah.
So
Tim,
what are
pull
you
up the ceramic. Yeah,
Yeah.
pull up the ceramic.
doing?
This
it
is the
right
best
now?
comparison. Now, compare these two watches. One is
I mean,
4,000 and the other is 8,000, right?
4,000. Well, 4,000, 4.5 thousand
For the
versus
Tudor.
8,000.
For the Chewna.
Yeah.
The Chewna.
What
I gotta tell you.
What did the PVD watch be? Technically, just a better watch because you could beat it up and bang it, whereas this
Right.
you would have to kind of be careful.
So they had a PVD Chewna Black Bay before, but they actually discontinued it now because of this release. They don't have it anymore, or they don't sell it at least.
Did it go up in value?
That's probably a good question. Let's look it up. Black Bay. Pull it up.
Let's pull it up.
Bust it out. PVD.
I mean, it looks the same, other than I guess it's just a fatter case, right?
Hold on. I need the reference.
Ooh. It's right here.
Oh, there you go. That's the one, Tim.
Whoa,
What are we
you
talking?
can only PVD the bracelet? That actually isn't bad.
Yeah.
Everything is PVD. Yeah.
That's not bad.
You
That's
can get
kinda
this
cool.
also on a strap.
You can get this
How
on
much is
a
that?
strap on.
It's only
3,900.
$4,000. It's only $4,000. That's not bad.
Hold on, let me go
Right.
from low to high. Ooh, leather strap. Actually, that leather strap looks awesome. 3,655. You can probably get this even cheaper if
Yeah, no,
you
for real.
buy it from like local.
Yeah.
Right.
Look at that.
That's not an ugly
Ooh.
watch.
I think I like that one better. It has more brightness to it. It's not quite as black.
Let's see. Look at this. There's the comparison.
These
Wow.
aren't ugly watches. That's the thing. I wouldn't call these outwardly ugly, but
Yeah.
there's like a youthfulness to these, I feel
Mhm.
like. This
Right,
is for
they're
like
edgy.
someone in their 20s for sure.
Right. They're very edgy, hip happening. They're cool, man. Cool, man.
They're hip and happening.
Hip
They're-
hopping.
They're mad. Hipsterish.
I wouldn't
It
even
ain't
call
a
it hipsterish. I wouldn't even call it hipsterish. It's very just like a young guy.
Young
Like-
guy.
Yeah, like a military guy, like a young guy.
Like what's his name? Nub Gunner.
Yeah, it's like a 20-year-old version of Nub Gunner, 20-year-old version of him would be rocking something like this for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what Tudor's going after, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Young money coming up, can afford
Mm.
nicer watches, better
New
than
money.
a Fossil.
New money.
Omega needs to come down with that PVC or PVD, whatever Seamaster. They need to bring that price down.
Duco Ted, have you ever heard the expression, a fool and his money are easily parted? This is
Yes,
exactly
I've
what
been-
Tudor's aiming to do.
The first time I was told that is the first time I gave Archie a big super chat, and somebody responded with that same exactly.
Yeah, it was Marco
Nonsense.
who wrote that.
Nonsense. Don't listen
This
to
was
these
year.
fools.
This was
Oh.
a year ago or something.
Guys, I think I found a fair comparison.
Ew.
I mean,
Oh God.
Look at this.
how
What's
could
the
you even
price on
read
that?
that?
That's even more, right? I think that's even more expensive.
Oh yeah, it is. It's 8,650.
Yeah,
Actually, I think there you go. This is what they're going for.
1-to-1 comparison.
Yeah, this is 1-to-1. Holy bike!
That's ugly.
That's
Wow,
nasty
yeah,
looking.
it's
It's not ugly. It's not ugly.
It's
I've
completely.
seen
It's
uglier
unreadable.
watches.
You can't read these hands. This is even.
I think
even
you would need to see it in person, but it's not an ugly watch in my
that's
opinion.
crazy.
But it's not the prettiest looking watch.
I
for
do
sure.
like the strap-on on the Omega a little bit better. I think I'm not a big fan of this blend of rubber and some Velcro or whatever.
How
So what do
much
y'all
is this
think of the
Seamaster?
Nectin, the Omega Nectin? Is it Nectin?
Omega
Nec-
Nectin? Never heard of it.
Necton? What is it called? It's the Seamaster. It's the Seamaster 300 Special Edition. Is it neat?
Is that the coat?
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Looks
let's
like a
see.
yacht.
Right.
It's not too bad.
Yeah,
It's
that-
like the
yeah, that's
Yachtmaster.
a-
It looks like
right.
the Yachtmaster Platinum.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You got-
this is straight up a platinum bezel
Now
Yachtmaster.
that's
JBI Deeks
nice
with
watch.
the $3
Red hand.
super chat. Thank you so much,
Thank
buddy. Compared to ceramic Panerai and IWC. Well, interestingly enough, this is a good point. I'll pull this up very quickly.
Mhm.
A lot of the ceramic Panerai cases have cracked, and once that happens, right?
It's fiked. Once that happens,
You got to replace the whole thing. Okay, so
They
let me
turn
show you
into the
guys.
recycle Panerai.
Right, exactly. They're no longer of use to anybody. So here's one
And the
example.
the
where
bigger,
it's totally
the,
chipped.
ooh,
That's
it's
nasty.
nasty and vicious.
Then you get the bezel protector is a big spot because you fiddle with that every day. Man, can you imagine? Like you get a chip like this.
Damn.
That really sucks, man. Because I mean, you can't forget it. You're not replacing that. And look at IWC. A lug pops off. Oh, I see this and I cringe a little bit. Oh my god, look at this.
Hold on, we can't see it. Anything. Hold on. We can't see. Oh.
Oh, that sucks. That sucks. And you know the thing is too, I love the dark side of the moon. Like
Yeah.
I think that's such a cool looking watch. But
Look at
It's
that.
pretty
Yeah.
big, isn't it? Isn't it 44?
oh yeah, it's a big boy. 44.
That's the real problem with
Ceramic is
with ceramics,
unstable.
Yeah.
That dark
yeah.
side of the moon is huge. I tried it on once because I thought it looked cool, and oh my god, I
Oh
can't,
really?
can't get away with it.
Hmm.
Imagine it on a bracelet too, how big that would be.
You know, one that's nice though is actually the meteor dial one, the ceramic.
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
awesome. We got another super chat, ABC with the £2. Thank you so much, ABC. Want to learn politics and economics, or rather, Timonomics, because he just makes shit up on the fly from Timbo.
Man,
Guys, I got to tell you something. No more politics. I'm not getting dragged into that anymore.
man,
I
like,
said I
the
would
funny
stop
thing is
and I
you can't
didn't.
leave. Like,
I literally left to go get groceries. I was gone for 40 minutes. I came back and you guys were still arguing. I was like, Jesus.
I had to take a break. Like I couldn't watch anymore. Like I was just so amped up. Like I couldn't do anything. And I was like, I'm not watching any of this for the next 3 days.
Wow, man. You know, I didn't have like that. That's kind of like, you know, I actually, if you see, have you seen the pre-show today?
No,
I was
I just
working.
got back
Okay,
from the
okay.
gym.
Because I think we figured it out. Because there's a lot of people who really enjoy it and want to see it, but we decided to do 2 streams. If somebody wants to has a topic that they want to debate with me, we'll just write it down, and then we'll after the show ends. So I have to be fair. I want to talk watches. People want to talk watches, so we'll do the watch show, and then we'll end the stream, and we'll start like whatever the if people want to talk politics with me, we'll start the second stream. To be fair to everyone, and I think that's the way to do it. So what do you think?
No more, never again, Tim. You're not.
Yeah, and then
sucking
you
me
know
back in.
nobody has to join. You know, to do the second part. You know, it's just if there is a snowflake, if there is someone who wants to challenge me, I'm fair. I'm gonna give everyone opportunity to come and have a couple of swings at me. So
this is the one. Look at this meteorite dial. I think this is cool. This is really nice, Tim. I know it's a cheap and nasty meteorite because it's not Rolex meteorite, even though they're all the same. Right. It's cheap and
Is that
nasty.
real meteorite?
Yeah,
or
is there a difference between this and the Rolex meteorite?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
they're all the same.
Rolex is using the Gibeon meteorite,
right.
the luxury, and also the way Rolex, whatever the treatment, because it's not just you look at the pattern, right?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you see that's a 3D mock-up. Marco, bring up an actual that one, but a real picture, because it's gonna look so. You see, look at that, and then now bring up a Rolex on the side, and you'll see that the meteorite dial on Rolex is superior. Let's type 1 if you like the Omega dial more. Type 2 if you like the Rolex meteorite more.
Yeah, I mean you can't really compare it, Tim. Oh, yeah,
no, right there.
Yeah, Rolex does a special treatment on theirs, I think.
No, this is a 3D mock-up. Hold on. Do the one in the hand. It's just that one, yeah. And then close it. Ooh, you see that? There's just something about Rolex treatment of the meteorite that kind of makes the texture really stand out.
That's why Elon is spending all that money to go to space, because he wants to flood the meteorite market.
He wants all the meteorite Daytonas to himself.
Like Omega meteorite dial looks like it's as if it was painted. It's not really.
It looks like pressboard. Do you know what pressboard is? Like cheap plywood?
Yeah.
It looks like that, but gray.
It's the wood chips, right? The little bits, right? Here's a question from Perth Luxury. The black and white Omega Planet Ocean. Guys, I tried this on the wrist. It's massive. It is so big, 43 mils, and it's chunky. It's a nice looking watch. Unless you have a what's it called? A big wrist, forget it. Avoid this. But yeah, Tim, I think this is a nice comparison.
Cool.
In that I actually prefer the PAM in this case much more than I do the Tudor, because the PAM is much more like subdued, more versatile. And I can see myself wearing it on more occasions than that Tudor. It's like, I think Duco Ted perfectly summed it up. It's hip and happening, man. It's cool, man. Right, it's cool, man.
And actually, the leather strap, the brown leather strap, is more hipsterish, I think. I know why they went with the black one, just to have that whole complete black look, but I feel like a true leather strap would have been better. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, the problem is a dive watch, Tim.
By the way,
that's the issue.
Marco, I have urgent news for all the Panerai, future Panerai buyers. If you see a blue seconds hand, stay the fuck away.
Wow. You want to explain, Tim? Go ahead.
Yeah, so my AD, he said that all of those movements that have the blue seconds hand, they're faulty.
Guys, come on. Somebody buy me a drink. A drink.
I need a drink too. But maybe not, because then I start talking and I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
Did he expand? Did he expand him?
And then
why they're salty?
oh yeah, because he said that the blue hand, it's like the crown between Swiss made on Rolex. It signifies the in-house movement, right? And that in-house movement with the blue hand, it's complete. It's like underdeveloped. It's broken from like it's not finished. Like they wanted an in-house movement and they rushed it, and it's garbage.
Look at this. Bear is upset with me. He says Marco comments that Planet Ocean Oreo is too big, and follows immediately how much he likes big ugly pad. No, I said I prefer it over the Tudor. Don't put words in my mouth. I prefer it. There we go. Thank you, Thomas G, with the €5.49 super chat. Cheers, Tim. Cheers, Marco. Cheers, man. Thanks a lot.
Ooh, bring up Shane.
Sure. Tim Wright couldn't find H24 today, but finally tried Royal Oud and GIT.
Green Irish Tweed.
Green Irish Tweed. That Royal Oud is great.
Oh yeah, man. Those are like must-have. By the way, Creed is dropping brand new fragrance on January 1st. It's gonna be the Viking cologne. It's so good. Let me show you the image.
Guys, I forgot how bad rum tastes. It's actually disgusting.
Wow.
And Marco, you just got to find the right rum.
Ugh.
See that?
What are you, a pirate? Get some scotch, dude.
Oh, absolutely disgusting.
Hey guys, my dinner's here. I'm gonna have to bolt.
No worries. Take care
Take
of
it
yourself.
easy,
Hey,
man.
thank you for stopping by. I mean,
Thanks for stopping by, man.
You guys behave. Be sweet tonight.
Yeah.
We'll try to be.
And we can't raise viewers' blood pressure so much every single day. I mean, we gotta give people a break.
Yeah.
All
right, fellas. Y'all have a good one.
Take care. Thanks again.
Hey, take care.
Now we had another super chat from Thomas G with the €3.50. Thank you so much, Tim. I have that since more than a week. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Hey, that's great, man. I hope you're enjoying it.
Wow, you have the cologne? Maybe because they told me to get on the waiting list. Maybe
waiting list for a cologne.
Yeah, for the Viking.
Yeah.
They said I told them like, can I buy this? They said no. You have to call us back and get on the waiting list. I mean, I couldn't afford it. Let's be honest. I just wanted to spray some on myself. It was so good. It was so good. And that's when I went out of my dentist office, right? They put the crown. They gave me a bill for $562. You go. That was my dentist bill. $560. That was just a half.
Tim's gonna reveal his credit card information.
No, that's not.
What watch was the
just four
dentist wearing?
The dentist?
Mm-hmm.
He's not a Frederic Constant, I hope.
Not a Frederic Constant. Guys,
Right.
stay away from the Frederic Constant wearing dentists, lawyers, and like anyone
Mechanics, they'll all rip you off.
The mechanics, man. Those people don't know what the hell they're doing. They just stumbled into a job. I don't even think they're licensed.
We got Logan Hall with the $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Let's get Arch some more super chats, boys. Also, cheers, man. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Oh, shit.
Now, Leo, this is the first time I'm meeting you, so I guess I want to ask you, maybe do a little introduction, a little bit about yourself, when you got into watches, what you got in the collection.
Yeah. Oh God, I want to try and keep this short.
No worries. We got time. Nobody's watching.
Okay. No one's watching anyway.
Right.
Back in college, I was really into fitness and kickboxing, so my family decided that a adequate Christmas present was a Fitbit. So I wore that for a while, and I kind of liked the wrist presents. I liked having something on the wrist. Lo and behold, it's a piece of garbage. It breaks after about a year. I graduate, get a job, I never really pay much more attention to the watches. Meet a nice girl. Move to a different state, and at that state, I'm trying to look for a Muay Thai gym. And I find one, I go to the gym, do my workout, and every single gym you ever go to has a clock on a wall. And I look up and I see this big tacky green Rolex clock. Obviously supposed to be like a Hulk clock, right?
Yeah.
And I see it and I'm like, oh wow, I kind of like this thing. How much does one of these cost? And I go online and I'm like, holy crap, I can't afford this. This is way too much. So I buy a cheap, nasty watch. It's called a Reginald, a complete knockoff of a watch, right? But it was green, and I loved the green watch. People at work were complimenting it, right? They were like, oh, I love your green watch. So that made me love it even more. So I fast forward a bit, find a different job, better paying, still with the same girl, and I'm going engagement ring shopping, right? Or at least doing some research. And this place has Rolex for sale. And I'm wearing my green watch. It's a shitter. And I ask about the watches just because I'm curious. I'm like, oh yeah, I see you guys have Rolex. And they're like, oh yes, we have plenty of Rolex. I'm actually wearing a Rolexes right here. And the dude was wearing a Hulk.
Ooh.
And I was like, oh my God, I'm wearing like a crappy version of that watch. This nasty, cheap knockoff. Can I try this? And you know, sales associate, obviously, yeah, here you go. Try it on. I'm like, oh my God, this is beautiful. But if this cheap, nasty thing got so much attention, I can't get away with this. So I save up a little money, and for my 28th birthday, I cheated a little bit. I bought it a little earlier. I go to that same store, and I say, hey, I'd like a no-date sub. I was here before, and I was talking about engagement rings, yada, yada, yada. They're like, oh, yeah, sure, but you have to put half down. And I go, whatever, here you go. And by the way, this was at a time when I'd gotten like a couple of promotions, so now I could finally afford the watch. So about a month later, I get the no date sub, 40 millimeter ceramic, right? That was 2018.
114
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Wow.
I love it. Marco, when you said you don't even take it to the shower, part of me died inside.
I'm gonna wash my hands with the thing on. What are you talking about?
Oh, dude, I
That's
this
a joke.
watch.
I actually do want.
I love this thing. I wear it to everything, like float trips, everything. So buy that watch. That was my first foray into luxury watchmaking and timepieces, which coincidentally I learned about Archie at that time, right? And because I learned about Archie, I was like, well, you know what? Now I've got to up my game for the next one.
Up the game, baby.
I got to up the game. Yeah, dude.
Okay,
So
okay.
What
What are we
made you go
talking?
for no date and not a date version?
All the cool guys have no dates, Tim.
Exactly.
Everybody knows it.
It's hip and happening, man.
Watch my video. Rolex remembers that video.
Bro, wake up.
Yeah, the no date, it was that classic watch. It was the classic sub. Whereas the date is the Submariner date. And I like that. I like the simplicity of it. I don't have to mess around with a date. And that Cyclops.
Did you get the Rolex after you started watching Archie, or you got the Rolex and then you started watching YouTube and researching?
No, this was after Archie.
Oh, so you were watching Archie and then you got Rolex.
Yeah. I did not. I watched a bunch of YouTube stuff. Because obviously when I first saw the Rolex, I started looking, doing my research. I didn't find enough on their website, so I go to YouTube.
Did you watch
Leo,
any
you're killing me.
anyone saying
Hold on,
like, don't
Tim.
get the
I want to know
Rolex,
what he
get
got
the
next.
Tudor?
He stepped up his game. I want to know what he got next.
I mean,
Tim.
look, I have a
You're killing
Reginald
me,
pulled
no?
up here. Oh, Marco, if you
Okay,
want to pull it
wait.
up, it's $22. You go from Reginald, that's $22.
Yes, the Reginald.
Damn.
Oh my goodness.
From
like 20
absolute bottom of the barrel, like this is
Hold on,
toxic
Leo.
sludge level.
Everyone's got to get this boot every once in a while. I'm just messing with you.
This is like, you know how Archie said, like, you go to the bottom of the barrel where there's toxic sludge. This is below that.
Well, I saw that green watch, and at the moment, at that moment in time, I couldn't afford I didn't even know where I could buy a Rolex. But I knew I could type in green watch on Amazon.
By the way,
Perth Luxury, $2 Australian. Thank you so much. Will JJ be on the chat later? The second chat? I have no idea what JJ is doing. So
probably with
he's enjoying life in Australia, right? In Florida. By
the way, you know when I was in the Creed boutique, when I when I saw that fragrance, right, the guy was wearing what looked like a root beer, and I said, "Oh, nice root beer." Fuck! It was Steinhardt. No,
a shitter.
Fuck!
Oh
fucking
my
wearing
God.
Panda, and the guy was like,
I have an embarrassing story like that. I thought one of my boss's boss had a Breitling on. And this was when I was just like getting into the whole watch mania. And I'm like, dude, is that a Breitling? He's like, no, I subscribe to this watch delivery service.
Oh no, not watch gang. Oh no.
And I'm like, oh no, oh
Cheap and
crap.
nasty.
It's a landmine.
I try and not talk about it anymore. And he's like, yeah, I really have these watches and da-da-da-da. But my dream is like a Rolex Daytona or a Submariner. Oh, what do you have on your wrist?
Oh
no. Oh no.
A no date sub.
And I was like, actually, I have a Rolex Submariner. And he's like, can I see it? And of course, I take it off. He looks at it, and he looks at it like it's a piece of gold, like it's a piece of lost treasure that's been recovered from a mountain or something.
Man.
And I just felt so self-aware at that time.
Yeah,
So
you
weird.
know what it feels like. It literally feels like at that moment when you misjudge, it feels like you step on a landmine and your leg gets ripped off, and you can like see it, you can feel it leave your body and just fly away into into the bushes or something. Fuck.
Oh man. Okay.
You got to finish the story, Leo. The people want it.
Keep going.
The people want it. The people want it. I'm a national born storyteller.
That's what they're saying.
So I decide to step up my game, right? And around this time, my girlfriend decides she doesn't want a diamond. She wants a sapphire. So I go from one jewelry store.
Hold on, Leo. It's got to wait.
Sapphire.
We got to pay the bills first. Shane, $5. Saw a new surgeon with the ice blue platinum Daytona come into the OR operating room, for those of you who don't know. Went up and complimented him and realized it was some cheap knockoff. Felt so bad. Oh, that's terrible. Guys, that's never happened to me. I will look at people's watch, but I don't go up to them and say anything. You know what I mean? Because that's what my fear. It's like the conundrum. You know what I mean? It's
that you're gonna step on a landmine.
Right. That's the thing.
Man,
that's what I was
feels
worried
so bad. It feels so bad saying stuff like that.
The only time I talked watches was with one of my professors one time. He had a Speedy, Man on the Moon. He had just gotten it back from service. He was telling the story, and I went to his office hours after the fact because I had to ask him a question. We ended up talking a little bit about watches. He was a cool guy, but didn't know much. He was, he liked it more so because it was the first watch in space and what have you. But yeah, I for that purpose, I'm like mortified of going up to somebody and saying nice watch, and then it's a shitter. It's a fucking shitter.
Damn.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Leo.
I don't do it anymore. Yeah.
Fuck,
I learned my lesson. So she decides she wants a sapphire ring. So there's one place I go, drive by, buy her sapphire ring. And then while I'm in the area, I see that there's an authorized dealer of many, many brands. And so I drive to that AD in Houston. And I go there and I ask, and I'd done my research. They were an AD of AP. I knew I could not get a 41 millimeter AP. So, me having the girly wrist that I have, I asked them for the 37 millimeter with the blue dial.
Ooh, okay. Continue. You piqued our interest.
They say, damn, that's a really hard watch to get. I think that's boutique only. And I said, no. The website doesn't say that. The website doesn't say boutique only. He said, well, we'll get in touch with you. We'll let you know this, that, and the other. About 8 to 10 months go by.
It's a long time. Did you get the sapphire ring from them?
I did not get the sapphire ring from them. I got the ring from this other store. Terrible purchase. And this is why you're going to know.
Fuck.
Yeah, and Leo, let me ask, did you tell the sales assistant that you wanted to match your wife's sapphire ring with the AP?
I did not.
That would be a clever tactic. Anyway, continue the story. Go ahead.
The sales person was a watch nerd like me. He loved watches. So I have a phone call one day. It's my girlfriend, and she breaks up with me.
Oh,
the same girlfriend?
Yes.
Oh no.
I had proposed.
But
she breaks up with me.
Perfect timing.
Yep. We had a long distance relationship, right?
Oh, those never go well.
No, okay. I learned that the hard way. So
heartbreak, Leo. Continue.
I was heartbroken. I was a broken man.
But Archie was there. You were watching Archie streams.
I was watching Archie. You know,
he revealed the truth. He revealed the truth about relationships, right, Leo?
He did.
Still waiting for my breakup. It's coming.
I'm down in the dumps. Next day, I get a text. Hey, your AP is here.
Perfect.
And of course, what better way to cheer yourself up?
Say, fuck that bitch. Fuck that
than
bitch.
to buy yourself some AP and rock it on your wrist.
Right.
So I went in there, tried it on, got it fitted. The fitting was a little wonky, so I had to order a 1.5 link. That thing didn't arrive for a few months.
Yes.
But it was a beautiful watch.
Wow.
Beautiful watch. Dude,
You said was.
Hold on, let him finish the story. That's
what I'm saying.
The heartbreak doesn't end, guys. The heartbreak.
Rolex is a clever man.
Go on, sir.
I wear this thing for a whole year. I don't take it off. I love this thing. Like, I thought I loved my sub. Dude, this thing took over the wrist. The sub only came on when I was going to, go out and do some weird stuff that might scratch the watch. Even then, the AP got a little scratched up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna backtrace a little bit.
Okay.
Funny story.
Okay.
When I bought my sub,
Suspense.
I loved it. So clean, beautiful, shiny, polished sides, immaculate. I get home, my dog, he's so excited to see me. He's a little schnauzer. He jumps up, he barks up at me, and he bites my fucking watch. And there are teeth marks on it to this day.
Oh, no.
Nice.
So I learned very quickly, just enjoy the damn thing.
Yeah.
So back to the AP.
You mean you didn't go and return your sub and say, hey, this was here when I
I demand
please
you
replace
return it.
A Bear Clooney bit his wrist, and then the watch was never the same. Continue, Leo.
So, okay, where was I? AP. Okay. So I wear the whole thing for a year. I love the thing. Wear it, take it out. I take ladies out. No one knows what this thing is. No one knows the AP. I'm like flashing it at work, not even, trying to be a dick about it, but I'm just wearing like tees that show it off, and no one seems to notice it.
Yeah.
Someone will say, "Oh, that looks like a cool watch." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, it's some brand called AP." They're like, "Oh, cool."
Cool.
Just like, yeah,
Right.
oh, Invicta, I've heard of them.
Yeah. Nice.
I meet this very nice girl. Spoiler alert, we're living in the same house now.
Oh,
right now, she's off at
okay.
work, so
Okay.
I have the whole house to myself. I can tell the whole truth. She's wonderful. I love this lady.
We love a good happy ending. Continue, Leo.
We met in January, and she and I just got on fantastically.
Cool.
Like
Okay.
we just vibed with each other.
Mm-hmm.
COVID hits, right? And the whole lockdown thing comes around, and they're saying, "Yeah, you got to stay at home. You can't go out. You can't do this, that, and the other." I say, "Hey, I really effing like you. Do you mind if I move in with you?" Because I just had an apartment. She's got a house.
What the?
Okay. This is the time. You see, this is the Archie advice. He listened to the Archie advice, guys.
I listened to the Archie advice.
Amazing.
Please
He listened to the
upvote
Archie advice.
super chat.
There we go. Speaking of super chats, we got Style Collector $5. Thank you so much. No sleep tonight. Going to the AD tomorrow.
You know
Should
why?
Should we tell?
You know who he's going to the AD with?
Right. Go ahead, Tim. You want to tell the story?
I mean, after the story.
Well, no, he just super chat. He paid
Okay,
the
all
big bucks.
right. So, Style Collector reached out. He asked me if I can try and try to use some of my magic to get him a watch at my AD, and boom, I spoke with them. And we got him exactly what he wanted. It's coming tomorrow. We're going to go pick it up.
What did he get?
I'm gonna do a video.
Rolex. He got
So
Rolex.
make sure to like,
guys.
comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna do like a vlog style video tomorrow.
That's right, guys.
Going
And
to
tell
pick
your
up a
friends.
Rolex.
Tell your friends, guys. Make sure you tell your friends. Style Collector, congratulations, man. Enjoy that watch. And Leo, back to the story. Now, you listen to the Archieluxury advice. You're moving in with your girlfriend. What happens?
So the
His
AP.
house?
Fuck me dead, Tim. I need to find me a woman like
Well,
that.
see, this is why I don't like all of these estate.
Here we go.
This is why, because it's
Fuck me
unfair.
dead,
It's
Tim.
unfair.
Oh, come on, Tim.
There's
No
again.
politics. No politics.
I'm just
she
kidding.
bought it with the money she earned.
Okay,
There we
fair enough.
No inheritance.
She
Okay.
pulled herself up by the bootstraps, Tim.
By the
That's how you do it.
bootstraps.
Right.
So the AP was great, but I wasn't wearing it. And I wasn't wearing the Rolex as much because, I'm working from home. And at that time, you can't go anywhere.
Where's this going? Holy shit!
I don't like what I'm hearing. This
This
is no
plot
happy
line.
ending. Right.
And I'm happy. I'm like, you know what? I don't need this AP.
Are you watching the new crew?
I was watching the new crew.
That's why you were happy.
Okay.
You see?
Leo,
I was
Leo.
happy. Y'all brought, tears of joy to my face. My eyes. Sorry. English is a second language. Sometimes I don't master it.
Hey, me too.
And shit, I even super chatted Archie. I was like, "Hey, what are your thoughts on the 37 millimeter AP?"
Ooh.
He goes, "Ladies' piece, ladies' piece." And that right there just cemented it. I was like, "All right, I'm gonna sell this thing." So I got rid of it. I did. And I kind of regret it now because it's gotten stupid expensive.
Yeah, but I
Crazy.
mean, listen, you can't predict that. You know what I mean, Leo?
Right.
You should have super chatted to timwright.com. I would have told you keep it. I don't know
Yeah.
what I would have said.
Yeah, not to get too much on a tangent, but if you do any sort of investing, right, you have to get to a point where you say, I am good with how much money I made.
Yeah.
And
Right.
then
So,
sell.
then-
The thing might go up and up and up, and you're like, crap, I could have written that. But,
Yeah.
Each person has their own, gosh, Marco, what's that word? Like their,
I don't know.
come on, you're an investment guy.
Oh, their risk tolerance. The risk
Yes.
tolerance.
risk.
Yes, the
Risk
risk
tolerance.
tolerance,
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
the threshold.
Everybody has
the
their
risk
own Tim tolerance as well.
Exactly.
There's just so much that they can take.
Sorry, I was like, where's he going with this? I had no idea what you're talking about. But yeah, I got you.
It's okay. So we're living together, and before all the lockdown happened, well, no, not before the lockdown. It was during the lockdown. Unfortunately, I don't want to get kicked, but I did listen to the log drainer's advice.
Oh, wow. What was it? The advice?
Leo.
I'm sorry.
Leo, you were doing so well, Leo. Leo, you were doing so well.
Advice.
Leo. Oh boy, no, I'm just kidding. Okay, continue. The chat is gonna light you up, in particular Bear Clooney watches. So
What was the advice though?
The advice was, hey guys, if your AD is a small town AD or a big town AD or family owned,
Okay.
right now stuff is difficult for them. It's a difficult financial situation. Reach out to them. Let them know you're alive. Don't even ask for a watch. So I do that. And I just shoot the shit with my sales associate. I am not kidding you. A week later, I got a watch that I had inquired about in December. And the story for that was I'd gone to the AD and I was talking about some watches I wanted, but I wanted to buy my mom a watch because she loves, she wants a Cartier. And I was, trying to...
Which one? The tank? The same one as Tim's?
She likes the Ballon Bleu.
Ooh, nice.
Okay.
Ballon Bleu.
Nice.
And I was like, I know you like Cartier, but if I buy you something from the Rolex AD, I can,
Get
move
myself
up
a
the
Steel
list.
Sports combo meal deal. Share it with the mom.
So I thought there was a 37 mil blue dial Yachtmaster. Turns out there isn't. It's just in silver. But at the same time, I say, oh crap, I thought that existed. Oh well. I would really love a Hulk because that was my dream watch. That's what got me started into all of this.
That's right.
And we move forward in time.
Discernment.
I send that text out just saying, hey, how are you? How's everything going? I hope you're okay. Right? And we've chatted, so I don't feel weird sending this text to her. About a week later, it's like, I have something that will make your summer much better. And I get a green heart. And it was a Hulk.
Oh, right before this continued.
The last of the last.
The last of the last.
Fuck! Leo, please tell me you didn't sell that.
No, I still have that.
No.
That was my dream watch.
Fuck.
That is core
what
collection.
a story from Reginald. What was it? Reginald? From Reginald
to Rolex.
A No Date sub,
A
AP,
Hulk.
Royal Oak, and then a Hulk.
Wow, a Hulk wannabe. Then you
And
made
next
profit
year, a
on
Ming.
the
Next year, Ming. There you go, Leo.
on the lady-sized Royal Oak, right?
Yeah, the lady size Royal Oak. Yeah, it's beautiful. Marco, I know you've said that you don't get the hype behind AP. Man, when you have that bracelet on, that satin finish, and the mid links, they have just a little bit of polishing on them. Oh my God, they are
Popped.
money. That
No.
thing pops. It's just
It
in
looks like
the
a
sun.
casino, like when you pull the thing on the casino
slot
machine.
machine.
It's like a slot machine.
You
You
wrist
turn
roll
the
that
wrist,
baby.
you can hear the sound of a slot machine going.
So I got that Hulk. I consider myself lucky. I have a theory. I think she went to probably the better clients because I'm going to be humble here. I'm not spending 50, 60 grand on stuff at this jewelry store, right? I'll buy a couple of things. I'll buy some earrings, maybe a necklace or two. That's it. And nothing crazy. My theory is she reached out to a couple of people. And those people said, "Are you crazy? This is a pandemic. I can't afford a Rolex. I have to save my money in case the world ends."
I mean, most people, they don't know that there's over retail price on these pieces. So it's like, I think collectors underestimate how stupid most buyers are.
Well, so exactly. It's even if you buy it. Well, the only reason you wouldn't buy it is because you literally don't have the funds to buy it.
Yeah.
But if you have the funds, get it. And if you really run into financial trouble and turmoil, you can sell it for, at the very least, what you bought it.
Right.
Yeah.
So, Leo, let me ask you, what do you got in the collection? You got the Note 8 sub and the Hulk, right?
Got the Note 8 sub and the Hulk. I've got this nasty Mickey Mouse watch.
Oh.
Okay.
And not the Reginald. Please tell me you got rid of that.
I got rid of the Reginald.
Okay,
the Reginald is gone. Yeah, I have that nasty Mickey Mouse watch, which I wear to just have fun for giggles. I'll wear it to ADs to see how they treat me. And I have a G-Shock just for working out. Because I think working out at the gym with a Richard Mille is asinine.
You know who does that, right? Waco. You know the guy from Revolution Watch? Oh, that's funny. He's like, he did his episode of Talking Watches with Ben Clymer, and he's like, the strap may be a little wet. I was at, I don't know what gym he goes to, probably some fancy gym, and he said, it might be a little bit wet because I wore it in the gym this morning. I was like, are you out of your mind? Fucking crazy. Anyways, side note. So, Leo, I know that you said, well, you piqued my interest because you wanted to talk about independence, right?
Mm-hmm.
What got you into independence? Which ones you like in particular? What are we talking, Leo?
So after listening to Archie, I also listened to the Watchbox because Tim Mosso is this walking encyclopedia. Right? And then he starts talking about these people that I've never even heard of.
I hope you don't like HYT, right, Leo? No HYT.
Look, I don't like them. I think they're neat. I don't
think you got the joke because they went under right after Tim was spoken.
Oh, really?
The company went under. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I don't think you got that joke.
I didn't know they went under.
Anyways, continue. Sorry.
No, I'm going to get some hate for this, and I'm probably going to get booted for the third time. Not an independent, but I can appreciate what certain brands do with watches, even though I think it's stupid. So the best example of that is Jacob & Co. They're stupid watches, right? We can all agree that it's kind of dumb. But it's also kind of neat that they put like a weird dragon with skulls and then they price it at $500,000 for people to buy. Right? The astronomic watch, whatever the hell it's called. It's a piece of garbage. I'd never buy it. But it's neat. At that price point, absolute trash. You know, at a fraction, I'd go for it. After watching these like just nasty things that also kind of venture out into weird watchmaking, watching Tim Mosso's YouTube channel, and it's the Watchbox, but it's pretty much his channel. Let's all be honest.
Right.
Yeah.
I see things like De Bethune, right?
Okay.
and it's like, oh wow, this thing is cool. He shows Kari Voutilainen. I'm like, oh wow, this is also neat.
It's Mark.
Just 1 second, Leo. We got a super chat from Perth Luxury, $2 Australian. Thank you so much, man. TPG still doesn't have 2 million. Latest episode confirms this. Hey man, we wish him well. We hope he reaches his goal. And I don't really have much else to say about the situation. You know.
Yeah.
Good luck to him. We wish him all the best in terms of commercial success. And that's it, man. Nothing much else to say on that. Good luck.
Not easy. It's not easy.
It's mean and nasty, guys. Vicious and nasty. All right, Leo, continue. The Bethune, Kari Voutilainen. I like where this is going.
And I might get a little bit of hate for this. I think the Resonance watches are neat. It's like a mechanical take on an Apple Watch, right? More so than the Moser cheap, weird looking like watch.
Yeah, those are ridiculous.
Yeah, the Resonance, I wouldn't buy one, right?
Yeah,
right.
And this
They're
is
nice
all
to look at.
Yeah, but it's nice to look at. It's like, oh wow, this is neat. This is, and what? It's $20,000. Ha 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 ha. Bye bye. But that got me interested in all this like weird independent watches, and then friggin' Tim over here. He starts talking about Ming, and then you get, and then you start talking about Ming with him, and I was like, "Huh, this Ming thing seems interesting." And y'all are talking about the Oh,
we got a quick super chat. Toyota Mo, $5. Thank you so much, Toyota. Always appreciate your kind support. LOL, Tim Masso is a watch salesman first and foremost. Your encyclopedia buddy won't have a problem spruiking your grandma. Yeah, I mean, guys, it is his job after all. You know what I mean? Every man has got to feed his family and feed himself. And I think, listen, Tim Masso, I think, is still very good for the watch industry because he does give us a lot of high quality content and watch reviews. So I do think there is a place for him for sure. Again, I agree with Toyota. Take everything kind of he says with a grain of salt whenever he approves of a watch, because he is trying to sell it at the end of the day, right? It is right. He is trying to sell it.
Get it out of his inventory.
Right.
Get it out of his life
until they went under, and now they're worth fuck all.
Yeah.
Right? So just be careful. That's all I'm going to say. So yeah, Leo, that's great, man. Listen, I got to tell you, I love the independents, you know what I mean? And Ming in particular, I think is just so cool because they're doing something different. Listen, are they on the level of the guys you mentioned? Not even close. Who's doing that? Is Rolex passing his vacuum? Jesus Christ. There we go. But yeah, like I love the independents because they're just different. You know what I mean? They're not mainstream. They're doing their own thing. They're unique. You're not going to see them on other people's wrists. Yeah, that's it, man. That's why. And to me, it brings back what I love about watches, the idea of an artist creating shapes, creating forms, creating essentially mechanical art.
I agree. What's up? Sorry about that. I had a call right now, and I was like, okay. But yeah, dude, that's cool. I love Leo's story about his watches. So you got the Hulk, and you got a No Date sub, the last of the 40 mils.
Yes.
Oh yes. Man, that's fantastic. You're in a good spot right now.
We got Perth Luxury, $2. Thank you so much, Perth. Ming Dynasty astronaut. Oh, you guys killed me with this stuff. Now, Leo, let me ask you. You got the 2-piece combo meal deal. Make sure to get a paid review from Archieluxury. PayPal Archieluxury72@gmail.com. But what's the next watch you're looking to get, Leo?
Man, that's a tough one. It's difficult because sometimes hype influences people. And like when the Pepsi came out, I was like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna give my firstborn child for a Pepsi," and then it cools off, and you're like, it's pretty, but I don't need it, right? That initial thing fades, and I was talking to my girlfriend, the current one, right? The keeper. At least for now, right? You never know. And she hates two-tone bezels, right? I buy her stuff so that she looks pretty and she likes it, and I like the way it looks on her. So when she says, I hate these two-tone bezels, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to really ask my AD for one of these, because if you hate it, then I want to be desirable, you know?
We got a super chat from Richard Westwood, $3. Love you long time, Mingling Salita. Yes, it's a Salita shitter. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for reminding me for the 800th time. I love you guys. This is my favorite. It's the puns, the Ming puns. You know what I mean?
The Ming pun.
Right. Ming V. Le Coup, right?
So it's like Archie said with his what was that watch? He said that was like worn by this guy who played golf, and that he had bad golf dreams.
He had to finish that guy's game because
Yes.
it was
Oh yes. The
Yes.
day date. He was talking about the day date, right?
Was it day date? I don't know.
Yeah, it was a day date. I'm pretty
I thought
sure.
it was date just.
Oh, it
Bought
might have
from
been a
woman,
two-tone date.
and the
just.
guy
Yeah, it might
was
have been
a
two-tone
golf
date.
player. I'm gonna pour myself a little bit.
Maybe
I
I
can't
Bog.
quite recall. Yeah, but he also mentioned a watch, some past stream, that was like his sex watch, right? Where women just came onto him.
Oh, the bluesy. The bluesy.
Yes.
Did
the
you say
bluesy
women came on the watch?
came on
came
to
on to
him.
him. Right.
Oh, onto him. Okay.
On the watch.
Better be a Submariner, so it withstands.
Splash warning.
Yeah.
Um,
Cheers.
so I'm not interested in the GMTs anymore, and it's also kind of a pain in the butt to read the 24-hour time, because I'm stupid sometimes. I get my dumb moments. So I figured, in the end, a GMT may not be for me, especially if they keep doing black dials. I'm also a little weird. I like a little bit of dial variety, right?
Yeah.
So I'm a ballsy guy, and I might be waiting until the end of time, but I spoke to my AD and I said, you know what? There's a story behind this one too. It's funny. I go to the AD, I'm buying stuff for my girlfriend. I say, hey, what about a Panda Daytona? And they just laugh, right? They're like, ha 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 ha. No, that's impossible. Even I cannot get a Panda Daytona. It's like, okay, cool. Well, do me one better. Get me an Oyster Flex. And the guy says, which one do you want? And I go, white gold with the silver dial. That's what I want. And the guy says, oh man, that's going to be a little tough, but we'll see. Fast forward a little bit. I took a vacation with my girlfriend to visit her parents up in South Carolina, because we're living in Texas. I get a call from the AD. Missed call on a Saturday evening, because it's like an hour ahead. It's like 7 o'clock. We're eating dinner. I miss it. My girlfriend says, oh, who's that calling you? I go, oh, it's just the AD. She goes, oh, no, call him back. I know how much you like watches. Go do your silly watch thing. I'm like, oh, thanks, baby. So I call the AD. They said, hey, Leo, we've got an Oyster Flex Daytona. Do you want it? And I go, well, send me a picture of it. And he sends me a picture. It's a yellow gold one with the black indices.
Oh, I love that one. That is so nice. Sorry, continue. Fuck.
So I look at it, and immediately I'm just like, it's growing on me. Hey, can I have the night to sleep on it? Because I'm having dinner, I'm doing my thing here, and it's just too late to make a decision like this. And he goes, sure, no problem. I go, all right. Wake up next morning, show the watch to my girlfriend. She goes, oh, well, can you ask them to hold it and see how it looks on you? Because it looks good, and the more you look at it, the better it looks. And I text my AD, and this is an AD with 2 different chains. So this is a gentleman that I text.
2 chains, Bruce Wayne.
Mm-hmm. And he goes, Leo, I'm so sorry, it sold.
Jesus.
And I'm like, what the like, I told you, let me sleep on it, but I guess you snooze, you lose.
Right.
Then the Rolex release comes out. and you know, I'm ballsy. So I text him and I'm like, hey, remember you owe me an Oyster Flex. I want the same white gold one, but now I want the meteorite dial. And he's like, I'll see what I can do. I hope we get some in. So I'm not holding my breath for it. It's one of those impossible to get watches. It's one of the hottest ones. Every single YouTuber says, oh, that's the best looking one. So whatever. It'll just let me save more money in the meanwhile. But that's the one I want right now. If it gets discontinued or something, I also want a date. I was looking at the 40 millimeter model, and I wanted to go for that Glengarry Glen Ross. Just have an F off gold piece, just gold on gold on gold.
What version? Like, do you want yellow gold, rose gold?
Oh yeah, I'd go with yellow gold.
Okay. What dial?
Well, shoot, man. If I had the money, I would go white gold, diamond baguette indices, and the meteorite dial. But that thing is like $50K, and I've spoken to my dealer, and they said they've never gotten one in. So it's
craziness. Yeah, I got to tell you, man. So, Leo, are you looking to just build out a Rolex only collection, or what are we talking?
I wouldn't be opposed to buying an AP again if I could get my hands on one.
What about a VC overseas?
Oh man, I respect VC. Don't get me wrong. I've read enough and seen enough videos that I respect what they do. And at the higher end of their timepieces, they're amazing. But it seems kind of like jumping on the hype train of stainless steel sports. And also that bezel, it just seems like a B.5 to polish if something goes wrong, because it's got that weird motif pattern on it, right? Where it's like, I don't know how to describe it. The best description would be like a jigsaw puzzle mounted on top of that thing.
Not quite, but close. Yes, sure.
Ish.
Right.
And it just doesn't convince me. And the fact that, you know, I walked into that AD that sells APs, they're also an AD for Vacheron. Like, they had a blue one the moment I walked in that one day.
Oh, that sucks.
And I was like, how's this? Oh, that looks neat. And they were even showing me, oh, you can change the straps out and you can do all this thing. And just something hit me. It's like, I think this brand is trying too hard to sell me on it, right? Like, if something's good, it doesn't have to advertise to you, or at least not try that hard. So I wouldn't do VC. I told my girlfriend if she ever wanted to buy me something, I wouldn't be opposed to like a Reverso. Because like nice, affordable, it's on leather, something that, you know, I don't have.
Something you will never be able to sell.
True. Especially if she engraves it.
Exactly.
Here's a great question. Perth Luxury, $2. Ask Leo for his views on the new Chewna. The Chewna. What do you think, man?
Chewna.
Oh, well, okay. I can expand a little bit more upon this. I said a little bit on Tim's stream, but the new Tudor, they tried. And yeah, that's the best I can give them. They tried really hard. The backside, the booty of the watch, A+. I like that. The front, that bezel kills it. The bezel is inlaid with like more black on more black, and it's the antithesis of what they're supposed to be. They're not supposed to be a fashion watch. They might be a little hip and fashionable, but this is going almost the way of like fossiler movement. They're like one step removed, right? I like that they're going ceramic. I like that they're taking risks that Rolex wouldn't take. But it also concerns me that they're bastardizing the Black Bay 58 name. It's kind of like what AP did with the Royal Oak. We've got a ton of Royal Oaks, the Royal Oak Divers, Chronos, this, that, the other. And now we have that abomination, this abortion of a watch that's the Royal Oak Black Panther. And I see these Instagram spruikers with like, yeah, man, I got my Panther. And I'm like, dude, that thing is nasty and disgusting. Why are you showing that off? I have pity.
And nasty.
Oh, God.
Probably 3D printed.
It's really tacky. And yeah, macro shots, it's like, oh, wow, look at this attention to detail. At the same time, it's like, dude, you have a comic book panther on your wrist. Come on, get real.
You know, if they called this the Black Panther, it would probably like this is the kind of watch like this is the perfect Black Panther watch. If they added like few purple lines, boom, this would have been. Yeah, I get it, but putting an actual Black Panther on a Black Panther watch, cheesy. I don't like
Malik
it.
Diamond says, I don't think the Tudor is that bad, especially for the price. Well, yeah, considering that it's half the price of a ceramic Omega Seamaster,
yeah,
I think it's a straight punch to the gut, 100%. They're definitely trying to steal market share. And
you have to think about it this way. There will be YouTubers who will be comparing this Tudor ceramic to the Omega, and that will sway a lot of buyers to go and buy this one instead of the Omega. You know what I mean?
Yep. 100%. I mean, it's just cool.
It's like they made this watch specifically for YouTubers making comparison videos. Holy flip.
I'm sure Bark and Jack is going to review it sometime soon. He's going to put on one of those cheap and nasty Barfiniak NATO straps.
Hey, if he sends me one of those NATOs, I'll say it's great.
But yeah, I got to tell you, man, it's a bit of a disaster. I don't really love this. I think, man, Tudor should just stick in their own lane. I don't get why don't they just make beautiful tool watches to make, they create a segregated line, divers, chronographs. They create just simple kind of wind and wear type of watches. This is just, they're muddying the waters of what the Black Bay should be. You know what I mean?
We need more designs. It's just just continuing changing colors of the Black Bay. It's getting boring. I need a new design of a watch. Like, don't just make a Black Bay chronograph. Make a new chronograph, just a new line of watches.
Correct. I think also, Tim, again, we touched on this earlier in the stream, but you can't start having Tudor Black Bay GMT, Tudor Black Bay 58, Tudor Black Bay 41, Tudor
Everything
Black
is Black
Chrono. It's like, Jesus Christ, you don't hear a Submariner chronograph. You know what I mean? There's no such thing as the Daytona Mariner. You know what I mean? Like,
Daytona Mariner.
Right. Like, seriously, you know what I mean? There's too much mixing and mingling going on.
I like how Black Bay sounds. It's a cool name, the Black Bay. They need something for a chronograph. They need a cool name like that. The Daytona, that's a cool name. Rolex has a cool name for every single one of his watches. But Tudor, what did they come up with? What was the last thing? What did they call that ugly and nasty watch? Like the P01. It just doesn't. Was it the Black Bay P01?
No, it's not. I don't think it's a Black Bay. It's just called
because it didn't have a cool name. They should have called it the Black Ops or something. Something nice.
Well, the thing is, Tim, and here's another issue I have with Tudor.
The Pelagos. That's cool.
They don't have enough here. Yeah, exactly.
This
That's
one
all they have.
Here. What is this? Tudor Royal.
Shitter.
This is dumb name because this is not for royalty. This is kind of like they're trying to trick people into thinking, oh, I'm wearing a royalty watch. But you're not. You're wearing a Tudor, a discount Rolex. That's not royalty. That's a discount royalty.
Thomas G, €3.50. Thank you so much, Thomas. Is this the same size as Archie's or thinner? Yeah, it is. It's the 41 mil case size, so I believe it's the same thing. Same thing. Yeah.
I don't understand this watch. Like, this was a disaster of a release. It's like, what were they thinking? Like, I just said I wish for more designs, but this is not what I meant in mind. Huh? Sorry.
He's talking about this right here.
Oh.
Thomas G, the Black Bay 2. I'm pretty sure it's the same, right? 41 mil case.
41. Yep.
Probably the same thickness. Yeah, it's the same case. Okay, yeah. But yeah, Tim, I agree. I mean, this is the problem. They have nothing. They have the Pelagos, the Black Bay, and maybe you can make an argument for the Tudor Monte Carlo chronograph. But I mean, how much of a good seller is that? It sells for, like 20-30% off retail. So it's like,
yeah, Monte Carlo is not a winner. It's too specific of a watch.
Right. If they made actually the Tudor Panda in that Monte Carlo case, ooh, that would be killer. We got another super chat. ABC with the 2 pounds, no Daytona Mariner. Maybe if Doc had his way. Yeah, I guess. Right, I guess.
Look, like, what is this? What the hell? Why is this thing not discontinued yet? What is this? This is a waste of energy. They should just scrap this line completely, abandon it, jump the ship. What the tell me, like, what has anyone ever in their right, like, this? Nobody ever bought this watch. This is waste of. It's actually, you know what? I would call this an abuse of a watchmaker. Yeah, that's right. Watchmakers who are forced to make these watches, they should sue Tudor for saying that this is a waste of their time, waste of their life. What the hell is this thing?
Right. And what's Ben Z just pointed this out, the silver Black Bay. Tim, do you know there's this video on YouTube? I'm going to share my screen and show you guys of a guy after 1 month, his Tudor silver already started tarnishing.
Oh, I remember. Let's see it.
Look at this.
The tarnish.
You should be able to hear it. Let me know.
See, there are some pretty.
Yep, we hear it.
The inside of the lugs.
Look at that.
And on top of the bezel, and also
this is the Paul Thorpe edition, everybody.
Seeing this, I was like, you know what? Just to make myself feel better, I'm gonna give another shot and clean it with soap and water again. This time, I used a very soft brush to try to
very glitchy,
scrub it off. Just hoping that it isn't.
Wait, what do you mean it's glitchy?
Well, we heard every other word, but
oh no!
Just to make myself feel better, I'm gonna give it another shot and clean it with soap and water again. This
Look
time
at
I
that.
used.
Wow.
Isn't that cheap and nasty?
Yeah, that's gross.
That's patina. People wanted a patina, and they wanted to see the watch patina. There you go. You get what you pay for. Actually, you know what? Yeah, the tarnish equals patina.
After 1 month, they said it would last like over 100 years.
No. They didn't say the silver will last or that it won't patina. I think, you know what? I think it is kind of cool in a sense. Usually patina takes a long time to develop. Whereas here they created this blend of metals that will patina quickly, and you will be able to see it age in front of your eyes. It's cool. I have a flask somewhere.
I don't really think that's cool, Tim. I think it's kind of cheap and nasty. If I'm buying a luxury watch, after 1 month, I don't want it to go to shit like that. Like, it's kind of...
Yeah, I wouldn't want that.
I'm sorry. If I'm going to spend thousands of dollars...
But think about it. There's not that many watches out there that will go cheap and nasty in that short of a time.
That's
Even if you buy Invicta,
thing.
it will not go that cheap and it will not go that nasty. You know what I mean? It's hard to make a watch that will go nasty so quickly.
Right. Well, the other one is
that's what you pay the money
right?
for.
There's that 9-carat alloy that they just came out where it's a bronze and gold alloy that they say won't tarnish either, right? So I'm looking forward to see how that holds up too.
By the way, I think they're actually, you know how they called it the Paul Thorpe edition, right?
They didn't call it that. You called
well, but guys, have you seen the Paul Thorpe? You can see him age. When he started, he has aged quite quickly. And I think Tudor made the watch to kind of imitate the aging process.
But yeah,
Look, that
Tim,
was
I
a
gotta tell
fucked up thing to say. Okay, so we're gonna have to delete this stream.
you.
Somebody's gonna clip that and send it to Paul Thorpe, and there's
Right.
gonna be a whole controversy. He will
What
never
the
come onto
fuck,
my
man?
show. Guys,
Right.
it was just a joke. I hope Paul Thorpe has sense of humor. And if he doesn't, but British people, they have pretty dry sense of humor, so I think it's right up his alley.
Now you're insulting more people than just him. Now every British
Right.
person.
So, but
That got worse,
But
Tim,
Tim-
not better.
Hey, that's what I'm here for, guys, to spice things up.
But yeah, I got to tell you guys, I think Tudor, if they start segregating their watches into different lineups, they focus on each one separately, build up other things long term, it's going to be much better. And yeah, on that note, guys, I'm going to start wrapping this show up. We're going to wrap it up. We just hit the 1 hour and 35 minute mark.
Send those
Have
last super
100
chats in.
We're at
Before
189
it's too late.
viewers. Please
If you
make
like
sure
the
to
show,
like the video.
If you like the show, send a $5 super chat to
And
show
like the
your
video, guys.
love.
Thank you. But yeah, Tim, any closing remarks on this new tuna release, the Chewna?
The new ceramic Tudor, I think.
Thank you. But yeah,
shouldn't
Tim,
drop
any
those.
closing remarks on this new tuna release, the Chewna?
Wait, how come you said it twice?
No, sorry.
Wait,
Because
did you?
What the
my
hell
live
happened
stream
there?
just my
Did you
live stream
glitch?
just unmuted. Yeah, my live
Wait.
stream just unmuted itself. Sorry about
What
that.
was
the
a
heck?
glitch in
You
the
said it twice.
I was like, how are you saying that?
No, it was Thomas G, €5.50. Thank you so much, Thomas G. By investing heavily in marketing, will Tudor become more desirable in the future or stay the not too worthy tuna? This is a good question, actually. Why are you laughing? I'm sorry, the stream.
You
the
have
stream
to
is up.
rewatch the stream.
Okay.
And it's like as if you glitched and you said the
Yeah,
same
Mark.
thing
I thought you were like, I don't know what happened there.
twice. What the fuck? You're cracking me up, man. What the heck? Oh,
This is
my
a good
God.
question.
Yeah, sorry,
Here's a good question by Thomas. By investing heavily in marketing, will Tudor become more desirable in the future or stay the not too worthy tuna? I think yes, marketing is an important point, but the problem is they're investing too much into today, right? They're not looking to the future. And this is the problem with the Black Bay range. Yes, it's a cash cow right now, but the problem is you need to focus in the Black Bay, right? You can't have you don't want the Black Bay to become like a Royal Oak, right? There's a Royal Oak GMT Tourbillon and blah blah blah, and the chronograph
Marco,
and the
I have a
offshore.
really simple answer for this.
Go ahead.
The future, the problem here is marketing, right? What do we mean when we say word marketing? And there's only one way that they can become a really desirable brand in the future. Because the future of marketing is right here. TimWright.com and the Watch Cardinal. We are the future. If Tudor contacts us, start sending us free trial versions of their watches, we'll say nice things about them. And as our channels grow, people will see those reviews, and that's how they sell. That's the future. If they want to invest in their marketing, they will invest into us.
And on that note, as Tim goes absolutely batshit, we're going to end the stream. Thank you so much again for joining. Guys, make sure to like the video, to subscribe, tell your Frikehead friends, and thanks all for joining. See you in the next one. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
This is so good.
See you guys.